What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Council of Geniuses, episode number
31.
31. Last week, Christmas. This week, New Year's
Hopefully,
stuff.
yeah.
No, not hopefully.
Oh,
Well, depending when they watch it, because they
yeah.
could watch it after New Year's. They could
Yeah.
watch it next year.
They could watch it in 37 BC.
So, it's New Year's. What's your New Year's resolution, Abel?
Um, to be more in control of my mind, sanity, and life in general.
Are you not in control of your sanity? What the fuck does that mean?
Like, when, there's another word. Because sanity is when you, like, have germs on your hands and you, like, need to sanitize them.
No. Sanity is like, are you mentally there? Are you like
Oh,
mentally unstable?
oh no, I have that.
Uh-huh.
I have that.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
think so.
just, like, more
I
control of
don't
my
think you
life.
do.
Mm.
I've known you long enough. I don't think you do, buddy.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Wait, what the fuck does more control of your life mean? Like, what
Like, try to get a grasp of it by the balls. Not, like,
to grab some balls for New Year's?
no, the metaphorical balls. The
Oh,
ones that are like not real,
okay.
not real balls.
All right, man. I still don't know what the fuck that means, but I don't want to inquire anymore.
Also, wait. Before you go on to yours, my was correct. Did you guys get what you wanted for Christmas?
Oh yeah, did you guys get what you want? Did you get what you wanted for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? 32-inch blow up doll with the hole?
What the heck, bro?
Nice.
Yeah.
I knew that's what you wanted, so I bought it for you.
Thank you, bro.
Yup.
That was a good thing. I used it as soon as I saw Santa come down, bro.
We didn't even wait, bro.
As soon as Santa handed it to me, I was using that shit in the sack.
Wait, 32 inches, bro. That's like 3 feet. That's less than 3 feet.
It's a midget edition, bro.
Okay. Any midgets out there?
Oh no. I was just kidding. I don't like women. I mean, I'm not looking for any woman.
Yeah. So let us know if you guys got what you got for Christmas. If you guys got what you wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys got what you wanted for Christmas. Did you not? Did you get a lump of coal? Were
Were
you
you
bad? Were
were
you
you
naughty?
were you a bad boy?
Or were you a bad girl? Let us know. Let us know. I guess Abel was good on good behavior if he got his 32-inch blow up doll with a hole. Just one hole? Okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah.
New Year's resolution.
Oh yeah, my New Year's resolution. I'll say my New Year's resolution is to improve on my drunk driving.
Mm,
Improve on that. Um,
good skill.
Probably commit more cyberbullying.
It's a good one.
Like I feel like I did a lot.
Set the kids straight.
I feel like I did a lot this past year, but I can always like up those
Yeah, you could
numbers.
always improve.
Yeah, I can
No need
always.
to settle.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta be the best, you know. Can't be complacent.
Yeah.
And probably drink more
Mm,
alcohol.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
have more fun. Loosen up a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah, have more fun. Stop, like
Being
worrying.
boring.
Stop being boring.
Mm.
Uh,
Gamble more probably. Try to win big.
yeah, win. Ideally, I'd win more.
Yeah.
Uh, but not probably more more seriously. I guess just kind of work on this. Like have this shit do good. Get a new job. I think I'm in the I'm in line for that. I think so.
What do you mean?
Well, I finished
Oh,
college.
oh, yeah,
Right.
that's good.
So yeah, get a new job, get some money up. Um, and yeah, probably drink more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. Let us know what's your New Year's
Resolution.
resolutions.
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolutions? Let us know in the comment section, and I will personally hold you accountable to that. I'm gonna save them, and I'm gonna check up on you and shit. Be like, hey, Anthony, you said you were gonna go to the gym. How you been going?
Why are you still fat, Anthony?
So today we're hanging out and we visited probably the most magical, happiest place on earth,
Better than Disneyland.
way miles ahead of Disneyland, kilometers even. Is a
Damn.
kilometer more than a mile?
I think it's less.
It's less. Oh.
Yeah.
What's more than a kilometer? There's a kilometer like their maximum measurement.
Uh, Probably a gigometer.
Gigometer? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gigometers ahead of Disneyland. Disneyland, boo. We went to Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop. Actually, I had never fucking been there before, and I did actually think it was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I walked in and I was like, whoa.
It was way more magical than I expected. Like genuinely.
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck I expected. I expected like a store,
Like a Walmart type
like
store,
if I
but
walked
like
in,
with
yeah,
hunting.
like something like a mix between like Walmart and like Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
I expected like a mixture of that, but fucking Bass Pro Shop is such a magical place. They had like a waterfall and they had like live fish in captivity,
Like bass, different kinds of
carp.
bass, crappie.
Yeah, it's a type of fish.
Yeah.
Catfish. They had like replica bears.
I I still think some of them might have been taxidermized. At
I
least some of the walls,
I
at
don't
least.
think so.
Like the
I
mounts.
I don't think they did that. I think they're just for show, Abel.
It's like hunting place. Like, oh look, I hunted this big bison. People do that for real, for real.
Yeah, I know they do that for real. I don't think they do that at fucking Bass Pro Shop.
Maybe.
But it is Bass Pro Shop, so I wouldn't be like too surprised. You know, it's like it's a magical place. It's where shit happens, I guess. So yeah, I just can't wait to go again. Maybe buy something this time.
We were too enamored this time.
Yeah, I was too like
Mesmerized.
yeah,
Taken
mesmerized. I was
aback.
too in shock.
Yeah.
I was awestruck. I was like, wow, Bass Pro Shop. Like
It's pretty crazy.
it was pretty amazing. It was incredible. If you've never been to Bass Pro Shop, I implore every single one of you to go to Bass Pro Shop
Right now.
right now. Well, after this video.
Take this video, watch it in the car.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could show it to your local Bass Pro Shop workers.
Yeah. They'll like it.
Not sponsored by Bass Pro Shop.
Not yet.
Yeah, hopefully one day. Um, Actually, I would love to be sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. It'd be really cool, I think. Like, I feel like our values are in line.
I saw the website. They said something about like world peace and shit. Yeah. I agree. I don't want innocents down there.
What?
World peace.
Oh, oh yeah. I turned around and you said something about fucking innocents dying, and I was like, I don't think that's what Bass Pro Shop stands for.
No, yeah, we're not. We're against innocents and babies dying.
Why'd you make the what's it called?
Distinction?
Yeah, why'd you make the distinction innocents and babies?
Well, well, babies are already innocent. So, well, I
Yeah.
think kids are innocent. Well, like to a certain age, and
Well, I don't think it's a certain age. I think it's until they do something.
yeah, maybe yeah. Well, yeah, but like the kids are innocent, and then babies are like kids. So they're like innocent times two. But innocent times two is like a mouthful. So it's like innocents and babies. Because I feel like they don't have the will of choice. Will of choice of will. Whatever that thing's called. Freedom of choice.
Free will.
Free will. Yeah. There we go. They don't have that, so this is like they, they're like it's like NA on the test.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
And
I don't know.
killing
You
babies
think
is
babies
bad.
are born evil?
I guess some, yeah.
Yeah, you think somewhere there's a baby that's just born with like hella malice in his heart, bro?
I've seen like one thing, maybe not evil, but like gross diseases.
With what?
With gross diseases.
Diseases?
Yeah, diseases.
I don't think diseases makes someone evil, bro.
Like what if it's like psychology? No, psychopath.
That's not a disease. That's a disorder.
Oh yeah, disorder.
I don't think babies are born with that though.
I've seen a story.
Uh,
I don't know how true it is, but it's just this guy that had a kid, and ever since he
yeah.
was like born, he would be like something's off about this kid. It would like cry like babies do, but like weird. Like it would always cry.
Mm.
Even when it was just fed and everything, it would always cry.
Yeah.
And even as a kid, it would like break stuff and shit as it was growing up.
Uh-huh.
Like a young kid, it would like always like do bad stuff.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where it was doing a lot of bad stuff growing up, and just kept getting more and more at hand. And I think eventually the kid tried to step,
Oh shit.
and as it was growing up, it would like always do more and more bad shit to the point where one day the dad saw the little kid trying to hurt or potentially kill his younger sister, who was normal.
How how old was the kid?
Like the kid himself was like around, I guess, teens. I don't know how teens, maybe I would guess 13 to 16 between the age range. And he tried to like stab or something. His like younger sister was like still baby level age.
Baby level?
Mm,
what, what level is your child? 10 months.
I'm, I'm level 21. That was pretty okay.
No, just keep going, bro.
And he tried to hurt her, and then the dad like saw it, and he like fucked up the kid, like psh, 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 psh. Like
Yeah.
he like beat him up, and I guess no, the mom beat up the kid, and it was like really bad because the mom was like, psh, 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 psh.
Yeah.
And then he like already fucked up, and then like I think they had locked the parents and the kid locked themselves in the basement or something because they had like food supply,
Yeah.
and then they heard the kid having the tantrum when he woke up from being unconscious in the top. He was like making a big mess, and eventually he just left.
Hmm.
And then he's saying that that was like saying it on the really credible source, Reddit, and he was saying that he said he almost killed the kid, and he would have killed the kid, and he wouldn't have regretted it in order to save their family.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that kid was born like evil.
Yeah, but this is Reddit, so we don't know if that's a real thing.
Yeah, but there's like more stories
Of what?
like more Reddit stories of like stuff happening.
Of this specific kid?
No, no,
Or just evil kids in general?
no, no, just like stories in general. Like one time I saw this one where it's like it was weird. It was like him and this girl were like in the back of a car,
Hmm.
and then they were like kissing, and then they were like having this whole like it was like a really long story, and at the end it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're siblings, and I was like, what the fuck? That's gross.
Uh, I guess on the topic of incest, bro.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I meant to talk about this last week and I just forgot.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot to mention it. And I remember like I was like, fuck, I forgot to talk about this. Uh, so my mom has a cousin and he married his aunt and they have kids now. Like it's not like a funny like a there's a story involved. It's just like a
A fact.
occurrence.
It's just a
Yeah, it's
fact.
just a fact. It's just an occurrence. Yeah, my mom's cousin. I don't know how.
Close.
What?
How
No, no, no.
close?
I don't know how this happened.
Oh,
They're like pretty fucking closely related. Like
that's crazy.
like uncle nephew, like aunt and nephew.
That's crazy.
And I don't know how like they got together and stuff, but they were like shunned by like the rest of the family, bro.
That makes sense.
And my mom, she was telling me, oh, cause there's this thing in Spain where they call it. I don't know if it's in Spain or just in Europe or the world, I guess. But it's like they call it the Habsburg face or some shit like that. Cause in Spain, like the royal family, the Habsburgs,
Oh yeah, like the world.
yeah, like they have like pointed out like chins
Yeah.
and like big foreheads, like really rounded off and shit like that. And they say that I don't know if you know the singer Rosalia. Well, they say that she kind of has it,
No, damn.
and they say like, oh, if you have that, like it's like you're a descendant of the Habsburgs, and that happened because of fucking incest. Like they just kept like their like attributes or their
Yeah,
features.
just kept inbreeding.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
And I was talking about it with my sister, and we were just laughing. And my mom was like, "Oh, like what's going on?" So we showed her the thing,
Hmm.
and we couldn't figure out the word for incest in Spanish, and I forgot what the fuck it was. Like a product of incest, I mean.
Hmm.
Like I forgot what the fuck it is. But she ended up telling us that like her cousin married his aunt, and then my mom found them on like Facebook or some shit, and they have like two kids.
Oh damn.
And like, fuck, like imagine, bro, like finding out your parents were related.
That's
So
gross.
I would assume they wouldn't know,
Yeah,
right? Like, I don't think they'd fucking tell them. But like, what if I told them?
that's true. Wait
You
for
know?
them to grow up and then just tell
Yeah.
them.
Not like the like one of the kids. He's like a teenager,
Oh
probably like
damn.
your sister's age.
We should tell them like for a podcast episode.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I've never known him. I've never met him. My mom found him on Facebook. The
Like,
guy
we can find them on Facebook. Be like, hey, bro,
probably could.
we're reaching out as a part of the Cancel Geniuses podcast to tell you that your parents are related. If you want to get back to us, message us here
Yeah, maybe.
for an interview.
But it's really fucking weird because that happened like it wasn't like a rancho type thing. It happened like here in the States, bro. They live in
Oh,
in the
damn.
U.S.
It's even crazier.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Cause I mean like shit like that happens
Yeah, on accident and
like
shit.
in no even on purpose, but
Uh,
in like small communities.
yeah, because there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of people like, or I guess with like royal families too back in the day, because like they would want to keep their bloodline and shit.
Yeah.
Um, so it kind of a similar thing when I was talking about like ranchos and stuff. So my girlfriend's family, they're from a rancho. My family's from the city, like big
Mm.
city shit. But her family like they're from ranchos and shit. And she told me that one year when she went out to the rancho and shit, that one of her cousins was like, "Hey, do you want to be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "What? What the fuck?" Like we're cousins.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Nah, like so what? Like, you know?"
that's crazy.
So I guess shit like that just fucking
It's just
happens.
just a normal thing.
Yeah, yeah. I would assume in like small communities it would just be like a normal thing, you know? Yeah, that was really it. It was just kind of funny though. I don't know if I'm allowed though. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna have to ask her. We'll see if I have to take it out. Um,
So this girl we know her name is
Alright. But on the similar topic of fucking incest, bro, I don't know what the fuck's up with incest, bro. Like, I feel like it's being more like
like
pushed.
yeah, or more like I don't know. I feel like the incidents are like being more shown.
Yeah, and it's looked more like silly.
Yeah,
Like, you hear like the Alabama jokes and fucking Rick and Morty. You watch Rick and Morty? I watch Rick and Morty. There was this episode where I don't want to go into it too much, partly because I forgot what happens, but there's like giant sperm monsters that were created from Morty. Somehow. I forgot how this happens. It's not super important. But the point is there's giant like sperm, like beings created from Morty's sperm. Morty being Morty from Rick and Morty, hence the name. Um and I think to get like rid of them, they had to make like a giant egg so that the sperm would go to it. But the egg for some reason had to be his sister's giant egg. So the giant egg gets fertilized by the sperm. Um, and this results in a fucking giant incest baby in Rick and Morty. This exists for some reason. I don't know why the fuck this is in the show. This really has nothing to do with anything. It's not really brought up later on. Like I think later on in the show, like the baby makes an appearance again, but it's like, what the fuck is up with this? And I remember a lot of people were like, "What
what
the
the
fuck's up with the
yeah,
incest,
what the
guys? Like,
flip, man?
what the freak? You know, like, was this shit really necessary?" And then yeah, there's always been like Alabama jokes. Um, I've heard in Spanish the equivalent is like Monterrey for some reason. I don't know
I didn't know that.
if you're from Monterrey. Let us know if you know someone from Monterrey.
Makes sense.
Yeah, make sense of it for us, guys. Um, and then like the oh step bro, step sis
Oh
type
yeah,
memes now.
help me step, bro. I'm stuck.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's more like widely.
No.
It's not shamed
Yeah.
as it should be. Like it should be shamed, but it's not. You know? And then a lot of like adult media, a lot of people were like why the fuck is a lot of adult films? I don't want to get into the adult film industry, but a lot of people are like, why the fuck are a lot of adult films like themed like this now?
Yeah,
Like
it's
why the
weird.
like it's weird. Like what the fuck are they doing?
It's like a big uprise, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with incest being more like pushed.
We are against incest.
I'm against incest. He's against incest, I
Yeah, the Council of
assume.
Geniuses. It's against incest.
Yeah, Council Jesus, make this known. We are against incest. Incest? Boo. Boo incest.
Bad.
Bad. But yeah, so we have this friend. We're not gonna name her, but shout out her. So we have a friend who told us a story that she was dating a guy. Um, and I don't know why. Do you remember why? She went through his phone.
Or throw his
Or
like Instagram account.
that's right. That's what it was. I think they'd split up already, right?
Yeah.
But she still had his Instagram login. I think he still had hers,
Mm,
and yeah, I think he did something, and that's why she went through his, right? And she went through his Instagram because she was still logged into his account. I don't understand why the fuck people do that. I'm not gonna give my girlfriend my fucking Instagram login.
yeah, there's no point.
Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, she fucking had his login for whatever reason, and he forgot to revoke it once they broke up. So she was going through his shit, and she said he had messages like with his cousin saying like, "Oh, like I can't wait to see you again. Like last time was like felt real nice," and he wanted to,
Do some dirty stuff.
yeah, he wanted to do some dirty stuff. And I remember what the fuck she said. She said that I have to be a little clean with this, but that he wanted to give her some yogurt, feed her some yogurt, and then he wanted to kiss her.
Oh,
This is all from him.
that's
He wanted to do it to her, and then he said, "I want to kiss you after."
that's crazy.
So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know.
Come on, bro.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, it was really funny. She was telling us that, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I always wondered too, bruh. Like, how the fuck do like cousins know? Like, how do you find out the other cousin's down for some shit like that?
Oh, that's true. It's like going around with
You know
your friend, your white friend, seeing who's cool with saying the N word.
what?
Theo Von said a joke like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I remember one time he was like, "I don't say the N word unless you do."
Yeah.
But yeah, I
If I
don't
need to get it out, I just write it down.
know. I just write it down. Um, but yeah, I always thought of that. I've not been curious, right? But I always just been like, how the fuck,
How do you even bring that up?
if like one cousin would want to, like, how the fuck would they bring that up to the other cousin and find out that the other cousin would want to, you know? I don't know. I've always thought about that. It's really weird. Like, would they just like guess? Would they be like, oh, like I saw the way you were looking at me at the family reunion. I
You
knew
wanna
you meant business.
you wanna fuck, or is your eye just twitching?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they start like, damn, cousin, like some shit like that. Sorry, I'm sorry, bro. I had to demonstrate. I had to demonstrate.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yes, I did.
Could have just said, what if it was just like one day, like touching him on the shoulder, like, damn, cousin, just like being all touchy? You could have said that.
Well, what if they're visual learners? Yeah, so I don't know how the fuck that works. If you participate in incest, let us know how you
Tell us your
found out.
stories.
Yeah, tell us your stories and we'll share them. We'll protect your identities
Yeah.
though. Imagine, bro, someone does fucking tell us. Oh yeah.
Tell us about any that you've heard about too.
Oh yeah, I didn't think we heard about. Like, do you have any family like that?
Yeah.
I think it's gross that I have someone in the family like that. Like, it's not someone I've met, and it's not someone I'm ever gonna meet. But it's like, you know.
Mm,
So real weirdos. Like, I'm more against that than my cousin who's in prison for doing stuff.
what kind of stuff?
Like, he melted bodies in acid,
Uh,
allegedly. Like, that doesn't fucking bother me. It bothers me that my mom's cousin married his aunt and had kids with her. That's fucking gross. Fuck you. Yeah. Moving on though. So I don't know if you watched this movie or you heard about it. It's called Leave the World Behind. If you heard about it at all. So it's like a recent Netflix original type thing. And I saw a lot of people like on TikTok and Instagram talking about it, saying that it was like it's like conspiracy related stuff. Like, oh, they're like the government's showing us like they're programming us like for certain things. They have to show us like what's gonna happen, stuff like that. Like it's stuff I've talked about before. How like in movies they show you stuff before it comes out, like
Oh
technology or like events, so that way when it happens, people aren't like, you know,
yeah.
it's kind of open to it. That's what a lot of people were talking about, and I hadn't seen the movie. You might have seen it because when you open up Netflix, it's like it's right there in your fucking face. Like I think it's like number one
Mm,
on Netflix or something.
I don't remember anything about it.
It's there. It's pretty easy to find. So maybe you guys at home have watched it. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've come across it. You haven't watched the movie. I don't know. But I was seeing it so much. I was seeing it on TikTok. Some people talking about it on TikTok, talking about it on Reddit, talking about it on Instagram. Like, yo, like I should watch this movie. Like, what the fuck? What are they talking about? Why is it so scary and why is it so weird? People were saying that it was scary.
Oh damn.
You know, it's not like a horror movie, but they're saying it's scary like realizations, like scary like they're fearful for the future
Mm,
type thing. So basically, like without getting into too much of like plot and like character development and shit, I'm just gonna go into events that happen in the movie, right? So spoilers, I guess. I'll leave a timestamp for you to skip. But in the movie, right? There's there's a family and they're at Airbnb. They're on vacation, you know? So they're at the beach and a fucking like a oil ship, like they see it in
distance.
the distance, like in the ocean, like yo, like that's weird. Why is it there? You know? Maybe there's like a local port or something, right?
Makes sense.
And then like as the day goes on, like they see it getting closer, and they're like, huh, surely it's gonna stop though,
Yeah, it
right?
has to.
Yeah, it has to. And then they see it and they're like, yo, like it's getting real close, it's getting real close, and people have to like fucking run
No,
because it just washes up on the shore. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that about? So they go back to the house, bruh, and like all the internet's down,
oh
like
damn.
all their service. Like they thought it was a blackout, but it can't be a blackout because there's still electricity. Like they have lights. They
Mm,
just don't have any like internet, like cell service, stuff like that. So that's like the main occurrence is that there's no cell service.
mm,
No internet. So people were like, yo, like they're kind of isolated. They can't really like do anything. They can't communicate, they can't watch the news. They're not getting like alerts to their phone and stuff like that. So there's that. There's fucking like planes like crashing out the sky.
oh damn.
Like crash landing type shit. There's um oh, there was like a drone that was dropping like pamphlets, like propaganda
Yeah.
flyers in like Arabic that was saying death to America.
Oh damn, that's not good.
So people were like, yo, like the family, right? They're like, yo, like we're under attack, like what's going on? Like eventually the main the mother, the main character of the main family, the mother, she checked her phone and she had alerts on it from like CNN or something, like the news.
Mm,
And it was saying that there's like blackouts and stuff like that. And then one of them said that like hackers were to blame. And then she wanted to show her husband. And then by the time she did, like everything was gone, like all the alerts were gone.
oh shit.
Um, Yeah, and there's like deer acting kind of funny. They're like, cause it messed up somehow. This messed up migration patterns. I don't know how the fuck this. They might have explained it in the movie. Maybe they didn't, but somehow like migration patterns were fucked up, and there was deer there. There was fucking flamingo in New York.
Oh shit.
You know, so it was really weird. And there was, well, at one point there was like a super loud, like a ringing noise, like deafening.
Oh damn.
Um, and it really messed with the characters, and they have to like kind of like try to get help from like neighbors. They're in like a super rich area, so they're kind of really far apart from neighbors. So they have to kind of like find people to help, to ask for help. And there's this one guy, and he's like a right winger, like a conservative guy, and he's like a doomsday prepper, and that's why they were gonna go ask him for help.
Yeah.
And he fucking points like guns at him. He's like,
Oh
"Oh,
shit.
like stay right there." And even though like one of the characters like knew him, they're like, "Oh, we're friends. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "That was the old world. Like now we have to fucking fend for ourselves, shit like that."
Oh damn.
And he doesn't want to help
So
him.
serious.
And they try to like buy shit off because they need medicine because one of the s- children is like sick,
Mm.
and they're trying to buy medicine, and he's like, we don't know if fucking money's gonna be of any use to us if the government crashes, you know.
Yeah.
But they end up pleading with them, and he ends up giving them medicine and information. So the kid who was sick, right? His teeth were falling out.
Yeah.
Like he's like 16 in the movie. He's like 16, 17, and he said his teeth were feeling funny, and he like did like this, and they just came out
Oh
like
damn.
hella teeth. He pulls out like 8 teeth,
Oh
and he
hell.
starts like coughing up blood. So the guy, the neighbor guy, he's like, oh, like that reminds me. It sounds like supersonic weapons, right? And this is like a real thing that exists in like the real world. There was this thing, it's called Havana syndrome. I don't know if you've heard about it, bro. So during the Cold War, they say that the U.S. was like blasting like supersonic weapons
Yeah.
at Cubans at Cuba, and that it would get people like really sick, and they couldn't find out like what the fuck was wrong with them. So it was just weird.
Yeah.
Let me look this up so I can explain it a little better. I'm tripping. This isn't the fucking Cold War. This is 2016.
Oh damn.
It says CIA employees stationed in Cuba started reporting intense headaches, ringing in their ears, and fatigue. And for some people, they had brain damage and cognitive function. I feel like they're missing a verb.
Yeah.
It says they reported cases of brain damage and cognitive function. I fucking hope you have cognitive
Y-
function. Abel does not.
Bro, I have cognitive overfunction.
Cognitive dysfunction.
Bro,
Erectile
erectile
dysfunction.
dysfunction.
You have that
Yeah.
too.
No.
Um. So yeah, some people say that it's supersonic weapons that are like angled at Cuba for whatever reason. I guess it makes less sense. During the Cold War, it would have made more sense, but now this makes less sense. Um. Or some people say it was like a mass psychogenic illness. Which means, oh, when people in a group start feeling sick at the same time, even though there was no physical or environmental reason for them to be sick.
Hmm.
So maybe they're like open to like suggestion stuff. Like I don't know if you heard, I think like during like the Middle Ages, there was like this thing in a town where everyone just started dancing
Oh yeah, I
and they
remember
couldn't
that.
stop and they ended up dying,
I remember that,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so something like that. Um, but yeah, some people say it was psychogenic illness or supersonic weapons that was like affecting their brain in some ways and making them hurt stuff. This guy says that it was crickets.
It's,
He said that this is what this fucking dummy Kevin says. This is his name. It's like a professor of electrical and computer engineering. So I don't know what the fuck he knows about this. But he says the greatest contender right now is the short-tailed West Indies cricket, which has a chirp that's extremely annoying to the point where it can cause harm to you.
what the?
So I don't know. But the guy says, "Oh, it reminds me of that." So that's probably what the fuck the ringing was. It was like some supersonic weapon that was affected the kid. Um, so they're like, "Yeah, that's probably what it is." And then one of the characters, he works somehow for the government. Like he has government clients,
Oh,
and he says that, oh, like one of his clients said that there was like this way, or I don't know if he said it or he like saw in like files, he saw something that there was like it was like this way to take down like countries like cheaply. Like you could obviously like nuke countries and like
yeah.
bomb them, but that's expensive. He said that a cheap way was to isolate the people to kind of cause like hysteria, and then it just kind of takes itself.
Yeah.
Like once people were like panicking and stuff like that, they'll probably like have like a war between themselves. That's kind of
Makes
what he's
sense.
saying. Like they're like gonna attack each other, like the neighbor who didn't want to help his friend.
Yeah.
They were friends, and he's like, nah, like that's how it was before. I have to take care of my family now. Fuck you, you know, shit like that. Um, so that's really what it is. I don't want to get it too much into the plot because some people might want to watch the movie. It's a good movie. I'm not doing it justice, right? Just because I can't explain it too much, without spoiling it. But yeah, they end up like seeing the city. It's like bombed, and there's like
Damn.
nukes going off
Damn.
in the U.S., right? So what the guy says is like a key thing that if a country's dysfunctional enough, this works. So that's why it's kind of working in the U.S. That's like I guess the meaning. That's what I kind of gained from it.
Mm.
Kind of a meaning is like oh like the U.S. is real like divided and dysfunctional. And something I thought was interesting about the movie is that it was produced by Barack and Michelle Obama,
What the?
which what the fuck do they know about making movies? I don't know. I don't know. I guess anyone can fucking make a movie. I could make a movie, all right? I don't think Abel could.
An adult film?
I could make those. Yeah, I could easily make those. But I mean like actual motion pictures.
Oh,
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck they know about making movies. Maybe someone should hire me to make a movie. If he can do it, I'm pretty sure I could fucking do it too. But that kind of leads into what people were saying because they're saying that like, oh, Obama. I couldn't find this, but someone said that Obama said that a lot of stuff he learned like during his time as president, like he put into the movie. So I don't know what the fuck that means. Did he learn that this shit was gonna fucking happen? Did he learn that this is how to take down countries? I don't know. And another thing that people were saying about it is like they're worried about like the future because of like oh there's this scene in the movie where because like the GPS and cell services shit's down, the self-driving Teslas are going crazy.
oh damn.
And there's like a spot in the road where they just keep they just keep coming. They're like brand new fucking Teslas, and they just keep on like ramming into the car in front of them, and another one comes in, boom, and boom, because they're self-driving cars, no one's in them. So a lot of people are saying that like, damn, like what if this happens to the Teslas? Like, what if there's like a cyber attack
It's true.
and like the self-driving Teslas fucking go crazy and they fucking drive you off a cliff, or they just crash into people and cause fucking trouble, you know? Shit like that. And people worry just in general about cyber attacks and blackouts. There's this thing. Sadly, I couldn't contact her, but Brianna,
Mm.
she's been telling me about fucking blackouts forever, and I'm trying to like, I've told her like, shut up, bro. Like, this doesn't fucking make sense. Cause she says that supposedly in her conspiracy circles that people say that there's gonna be like a super big, like a month long like blackout, like full blackout, like cell
Mm.
service, electricity, GPS signals, stuff like that is gonna go out, and that's gonna be like catastrophic for the world. You know, which it makes sense, right? If we had like 2 months without fucking anything, like it'd be pretty fucked up. Um, and I asked her for more information, but she hasn't contacted me back. So maybe next week I'll have it.
Yeah.
Um, cause she said that her son threw her phone in the toilet,
Oof.
so she doesn't have a phone right now. So rest in peace, Brianna. She's alive, right? But I hope it gets fixed.
For now.
Yeah. She said she's been using like an Android and stuff. Kind of sucks. My mom texted me. But yeah, fucking blackouts and shit like that, and people are they're just worried because they're like, okay, like why are they showing this now? Why is Obama tied to this project?
Yes, kind of
Um,
random.
yeah, it's random. It's I would say it's plausible. You know, like a big cyber attack.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what you think.
I think that as we're moving more and more online as a society, we could become more susceptible to hackers online.
Yeah, because everything's just online. Everything fucking revolves around the internet and electricity and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
more stuff's moving there, like DoorDash, Uber.
I don't think Uber and DoorDash are super
Yeah, but we're saying like
impactful in
those. It's
society, bro.
just
I
like
think we can live
examples.
without those,
I know those
bro.
are just like examples of like things moving more online, like
Damn, bro.
Amazon,
If DoorDash went down, the free world crumbles.
like Amazon,
Hmm.
bank apps
Yeah, banking.
in general. Like some companies, like the light companies, be using like apps now and shit, or like some of them be using like more like online banking shit too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it's just like a technological thing. Like people were like wary of like where technology's gonna go.
Yeah,
And because everything revolves around it, and we're just like still improving. You know, we're still like moving further and further. There's gonna be stuff that like eventually McDonald's is gonna be fucking robots. You know,
Yeah, most
and if they
probably with the
crash,
ice cream.
bruh, what if the McDonald's crashes, bruh, and you can't get
No
nothing?
nuggets.
Yeah, no nuggets, bruh. The free world might fucking crumble, bro, if we had no McDonald's for like a day. People would go fucking crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
I can see it.
Like people go crazy when the fucking ice cream machine doesn't work. Imagine if the whole fucking restaurant didn't work because the robots fucking malfunctioned.
I
That'd be
would.
ridiculous, bro.
I would in my life,
Okay. I hope they malfunction tomorrow.
bro. We talked about Twitch last time. Made a decision, reverted it. But no, they or there was a problem. They kind of like allowed that problem to happen even more. They opened their borders more for that, and then they reverted the decision, but they didn't fully revert it apparently. And there's still people on Twitch fucking showing off their
Yeah, yeah, I did see that actually. I've been watching a lot of Twitch now
for gaming purposes. It just
for
happened. It just popped up sometimes.
for boobies.
Oh
No, yeah, for gaming.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it just comes up like on the recommended, bro. It's like it's just right there.
She's like, bro, what the heck is this?
Like there was this one, bro. I'm not gonna put her name because I don't want to promote that disgusting content. But it's this girl, and she'll be like playing games, bro.
Yeah,
But say like the angle's facing me like this,
yeah.
so she'd be turned around, and the camera is like her feet, her legs goes up to her butt, and like out of focus back here is like a little ass TV where she's playing a game.
God damn. They probably
Yeah,
try to hide this
and
shit.
she's like facing this way. She's not facing the
Yeah,
camera like we can't see her face, but she's just laying down like that. And it's just showing like her butt
that's
and her
crazy.
feet.
Yeah, but that's just examples and shit.
It's really yucky.
It's kind of like, why does Twitch do that? Why did they allow that shit? Like, it brings in money, but also like a majority of the consumers are like, this is pretty bad.
Mhm.
Like, why are you guys doing allowing this and shit?
I don't see a problem with it.
I mean, yeah, but also like 13. The app is rated 13 plus.
I think 13-year-olds can handle some boobies.
I don't think they're legally allowed to handle boobies.
Well, they're not seeing the boobies. Like they're not seeing
Oh
like
yeah, I
nipples.
guess
It's like, bruh, if you go out to like the street, you're gonna see girls with big butts, bruh. Why is it different if you see it at the mall than if you see it on Twitch? Like they're not naked.
that's. I guess that's
Like
true.
the naked stuff, I would say it's an issue. But if they're not naked, it's just like suggestive content. It's like, you know, is it
Yeah,
really that bad?
yeah, I guess makes sense.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to like argue for the other side.
Yeah, that's true. But also that led me to think more about like, in general, people are saying today's generation is like really, really fucked in terms of like more consumerism in terms of adult films
Mhm.
or like that type of content.
Yeah, like sexual content.
Yeah, it's just become more desensitized
Uh,
towards it. And as they're growing up, they're kind of becoming less and less, I want to say fearful of it, but
fearful of what?
like sex is because like, not I want to say it's scary, but like less respect for. They just treat it as like something
Okay,
like super. I want to say minuscule either, but fuck, how do I word
I
this?
don't know what you're trying to say, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, so they don't really seek social life because they already have it online.
Uh-huh.
They could already get off online.
Yeah.
They could already do everything online and get whatever they need online. So they're kind of like, this generation's fucked because they're already like using all of that shit that they're like all of the developments online.
Hmm.
So when they get to talk to people in real life, it's like, what the heck? Or like, what? This guy's kind of weird, shit like that. But because it's like a lot of people doing it now, it's kind of changing how for the whole personality of the younger generation. Do you get that?
Hmm.
Like it's starting to become like a like-mindedness of like more weirdos coming out.
Okay.
I feel like I started to notice that even more. I don't know if it's just like the generation thing where like you start to see the next generation coming up as like weird.
Yeah, I guess it could be like that, cause like older generations, they would see us like weird,
Yeah,
just cause we're doing different shit than they did. And same shit with like our parents, they would see like 20, 30 something year olds now. They would see them as weird. So we're
yeah,
naturally gonna look at little kids like, ugh,
yeah, that's
skibbity
true.
toilet. Ugh. Ryan toy review. Ugh. You
Yeah,
know shit like that?
that makes sense. But it's also like to as to what point can you accredit that feeling completely, you know?
What?
Like to what point is it just that or
Or is it actually weird?
yeah, it's actually weird.
Well, they're not fucking mutually exclusive. It could be weird and
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
true.
that, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just kind of
So it
thinking,
really depends like what you think it by weird. Like weird could be different or weird could be like fucking gross,
yeah, that's true. That makes
you
sense.
know? Cause like there is like a lot of people that are just like weird, like they're too passionate about certain things, certain groups. But it's like I'm fucking weird passionate about certain things too. You know, other
Like,
people would have thought we're weird. Um, but there are a lot of people that are like fucking gross about shit, you know?
yeah,
Like furries, bruh.
that's icky, bro.
That's super icky. 5 likes and we'll get fursuits.
5 likes. You know, first hits are expensive.
Like how much?
I don't know how much, but I know that they're in the thousands.
Let me look it up, bro. What animal would you want, Abel?
Uh, Fox.
A fox fursuit?
Yeah,
A fox fursuit.
it's the first animal that came to mind that had fur. If I could choose my answer, I would pick panda.
I don't know where to get high quality fursuits actually.
Just first it's for sale, and then you can check.
Yeah, a couple $1,000.
Yeah, maybe like 20 likes,
Maybe like 10.
bro.
10 likes and Abel will get one of these.
Why me, bro? Why can't you just get one?
Because you said you wanted one.
I never said I wanted one, bro.
You said you wanted a fox one.
You said if I picked an animal,
But yeah, and you picked it.
I wouldn't want one though.
You picked it, bro.
I wouldn't wear it for free.
10 likes and Abel
No,
gets it. Not for free, it's for 10 likes.
no.
10 likes and Abel becomes a
I wouldn't
furry.
even wear one for a
10
hundred
likes and
dollars.
he becomes a furry and we go to FurCon and we record a vlog.
What the heck? We're not gonna do that.
15 likes.
Okay. If we do end up going to FurCon, I'm not gonna wear fursuit, but I will draw whiskers on my face and a little nose on my nose.
Alright, 10 likes.
10 likes for that.
10 likes when we go to FurCon. The fuck is FurCon?
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know. What? I said when.
Oh,
I
I thought
assume
you
they have
meant.
one like in different places.
Oh, sh
But yeah, there's a lot of people like
or where the furry season is at.
that are like weird communities, and they're not ashamed about it, bro.
Yeah, like an echo chamber shit.
Yeah, yeah, and they just display that shit pretty like they have that shit as like their profile picture or in like their bio and Instagram and stuff. They'll be like furry or but yeah, just a lot of weird shit. So I guess I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's funny like looking at it
Yeah,
by
actually, like
outside
humor to
perspective.
it.
But I have a little sister, so I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
like, what the fuck she's gonna do? Because I feel like she's into some weird stuff, like anime. But I feel like she's super into it
Mm.
for her age. Which anime inherently isn't weird, but I know it could potentially lead
It
to
could lead to
really
weirdness,
weird
yeah,
things.
especially the certain communities out there.
Um, yeah. So and like she's into like K-pop and stuff like that, which I think's weird. I think that's weird. Um, Listening to K-pop when you're not Korean.
Mm.
Just not that's not like a like oh you have to be Korean to listen to it. I mean like if you don't understand it, like I don't really see the point of it.
I don't really get it. I
Like
don't.
I don't see the appeal of listening to music that I don't understand the words to. You know?
I feel like some people like the rhythm and shit,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. Besides
Yeah,
that,
but I mean like you could get similar rhythms in like other
yeah,
genres of music. I don't know
that's
why it
true.
has to be Korean music. You know?
Makes sense.
So yeah, I just think that's weird. Shit like that. I seen kids into well, I guess what they're super into like Twitch streamers, bro. I think it's kind of weird too.
Yeah, like too much of a putting them on too much of a pedestal.
Yeah, yeah. Stuff like that. What is some other weird shit that you see among like youngsters, bro?
A lot of them are like super. I remember like being edgy and shit.
Yeah, I remember fucking being edgy, bro. Watching those fucking feminists get owned compilations
Yeah,
on YouTube,
but
bro.
that was like as far as we went, you know.
Yeah.
There and I see them being their version of being edgy online is fucking sending like fucking hella really bad gore to fucking random
Oh
people
yeah.
and just
Fucking saying racial slurs.
yeah, racial slurs just willy nilly out
I feel
there.
like I don't know what the fuck was your extent of edgy, bro. I feel like I just made jokes.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
darker
like dark
jokes,
humor.
darker jokes, and well, that was really it. I wasn't super like dark in general,
Mm.
so it was just like dark jokes, but surface level dark jokes, not really well thought out dark jokes type
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're taking it like kind of far.
Yeah, and it's just like less respect in general.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the younger kids are more bratty, but I feel like all the generations say that, both the younger generations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I feel like you just see it like, well, yeah, like less respect. Like as
Mm,
time goes on, like you see back in the day, people were like, "Oh, fucking respect your elders,"
yeah,
and like kids wouldn't fucking talk until like spoken to or shit like
yeah,
that,
that's
bruh.
true.
So yeah, I feel like it's that, but I feel like it's good, but it's also bad. Like people are getting more outspoken. Like
Mm,
I don't let people talk to me any type of way, you know? And sometimes my dad, he's like, "Hey, like, shut up." But I have to like fucking like I talk to everyone in the same way.
yeah,
Like I don't talk to like um bosses differently. I don't talk to fucking people in power differently. I talk to everyone the same way. And I feel like it's good because I can talk to different types of people like equally.
mm,
But sometimes I do need to shut up, you know? But then you see little kids like fucking talking back to their parents like in fucking stores and shit
yeah,
like
that's weird.
that. And fucking like threatening parents with shit like like what the fuck? So yeah, I feel like it's bad too, to an ex like there's a certain extent where it's good, you know? Um, yeah, I don't know what else fucking. Well, I guess I would say like online time too.
Yeah,
Online time for kids, bro. I don't know.
it's
What else?
becoming more unhealthy in general.
Yeah, yeah, unhealthy eating habits, bro.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot more, like a lot less people growing up learning how, knowing how to cook.
I don't know how to cook.
Me neither, but like,
That's you, bro.
but like cook for them. I mean, take care of themselves, really.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So they're having to, I don't know, you kind of see it like more rare right now with like certain older people that don't really go outside and shit.
Oh.
Older people that are always like staying inside on the computers and shit. And we don't see it as much now, but as people start growing up more and more with that mindset and shit, we're gonna start seeing more of them soon, I think.
Yeah. And then you end up seeing like really weird people on like TikTok and stuff, and they make TikToks, and then people like make fun of them,
Yeah,
so they get views, and they think that people like them for them, and then they keep doing shit, and they don't understand that people are like making fun of them, like Chris Chan, bro,
yeah,
fucking Chris Chan. I don't know if you guys know Chris Chan. This is a super big fucking thing. So Chris Chan, back I think like the early 2000s, right, is when he started his Love Quest, right?
I don't remember.
So Chris Chan, he's a autistic. Oh fuck,
But
she's transgender now.
oh shit.
Chris Chan is currently a trans woman, but in the 2000s, Christian was just an autistic guy who was looking for like a girlfriend, and he would go in public with like signs and shirts that said he was looking for a girl, a boyfriend free girl, and he had like crazy demands, like she had to be like a certain like between 18 and 23, in shape, not a smoker, white, um, and other shit, like other silly demands. And then he ended up making like a comic book of his own fan character named Sonichu, which is like a mix of Sonic and Pikachu. And he had that comic book and people like thought it was funny and they thought he was funny like to laugh at. So they kept like enticing him to do more stuff, and they kept like making fun of him, and he thought that he had actual like fans. And then he would make like vlogs on YouTube, and he would kind of go into like Sonichu stuff, but also like real life stuff, like oh I'm looking for this for like girls and stuff like that. So a lot of people would like pretend to be girls and get him to do like really weird things, really gross things, really fucked up things, and he didn't really like know how to stop, you know? And he was living with his parents, and his parents were like, "Okay, you have to stop. You have to get off the internet." And he wouldn't listen. And there was a point where like his dad died, so
Okay.
that's kind of when he started going crazy because his dad was kind of like the like a voice of reason.
Yeah.
His dad like for a while like kept him from using the internet. but his dad passed away. His parents were old, so he started going real crazy, and people kept taking it further and further. Like at first, it was like lighthearted trolling, like making fun of him a little bit, sending him like people would draw his characters in like weird ways, stuff like that. He'd get mad, but then people started like pretending to be girls. They would catfish him, and then they would make him. I remember there was one where he was like dating a girl online named Julie, bro,
Mm.
and the whole time it was like some like a 15-year-old just
God
trolling
damn.
him, and they would get on like voice calls and stuff, and the kid would like pretend to be a girl, and they were dating, and eventually the kid stages a kidnapping of Julie, and he sends Chris Chan from Virginia where he lived to Ohio to save her. And so Chris Chan, he goes to like the address he's given, and it's just a random ass couple. It's like regular people that live there. And he gets there all fucking mad, like looking to save Julie. And he's like, what the fuck? Like the house guy, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, poor dude.
So they're just fucking messing with them. They made him do like really weird stuff, like sexual stuff that I can't talk about. Um, Super big lore with Christian, and somehow they got him to commit acts against his mother.
They got him to do that? It wasn't by his own will?
No, he was like coerced into doing it. Like
Oh, damn.
they got kind of like forced him to do it.
Oh, damn.
I could look this up,
I didn't
but
know
I
that.
kind of remember reading that. Like obviously Chris did it,
Yeah.
but I think okay, so I might have misspoken. I don't think he was coerced into doing it. I think they like he always had a weird relationship with his mom. Um, like they were really close because she was like really protective of him and like because he
Yeah.
was like unwell and she was really old and she suffered from her own stuff. And so I think he had like he would talk about it with like the trolls, and I think they kind of like I feel like they kind of egged him on,
Mm.
right? I feel like they egged him on a little bit, but he still did unspeakable acts, right? He committed them. He chose to do them, right? And he was in prison. What was I talking about, Christian? But yeah, Christian. So he was like the original example
Yeah.
of like being online too much and being like a weirdo who had too much access to the internet, and people had too much access to him. Well, I guess now her.
Yeah.
Um and now we're just gonna see like more of that, bro. Like we see it on TikTok, a lot of weird people on TikTok.
Yeah.
Um like there's this guy too. I don't know what his actual name is, but he goes by Jupiter.
I never.
He goes by Jupiter. Oh, fuck, I have to research this too. I don't want to misspeak. So this guy Jupiter, picture here. I'll show you, I guess. You never seen this guy?
Mm.
So he claims to be like a fucking hybrid of like a fucking wolf or some weird shit like that. And he's a P word.
Oh my
Um, so he was just weird online and people would like feed into him so he made more content so just get more laughs out of him. And then he would like DM like followers that were underage knowingly and like ask like to date them and stuff. He would send them weird videos. That was like my first interaction with him is that I saw
He
on
sent you a
Tik
video?
no,
No.
I saw it on Instagram Reels one of his videos. Let me see. So yeah, Jupiter, he was weird. I might find videos and like link him here,
No,
but he's a P word.
likes children.
Like yeah, he likes underage people.
Underage children.
I don't think there's overage children, but not everyone that's underage is a child. Like there's like 16. I don't think you're a child,
I get
but it's still underage. I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just terminology. But yeah, but actually, just now I checked my TikTok to show Abel a Jupiter video, and I got like fucking 100 messages from Bran because I asked her for information. And I was like, fuck, she didn't send me them. I just didn't check. It's all here. She sent me this at 3 in the morning.
Oh damn.
So Brianna, you're the real MVP.
He's fucking got to it.
Yeah. So I asked her about. I told her like, oh, I'm talking about the movie because we're talking about it, and like blackouts and stuff that she be telling me about. Is there any info that you could share? So she says the radiation in the movie, there's like nukes and like
Mm.
radiation coming off. It's gonna be true. She said she told me about it. Um, she said there's good on. I don't know if she told me about this on October 4th or this is gonna happen on October 4th. But she says there's alerts, so there's gonna be radiation. And what's good to do when that happens is hum, because somehow it protects your energy.
Oh,
So now we know when there's radiation alerts, just hum and it protects your energy.
heard it here first.
Thanks, Brianna. We're all gonna be fine. If you hum, you'll be fine.
Mm,
And in the movie, like the guy said, like it's gonna be everyone for themselves. And she says, I think that's gonna be true. Like we were not gonna have cops or anything like that. Because actually, right now there's a shortage of police officers
oh, damn, I didn't know that.
in LA.
Oh, that makes sense.
In LA, there's a shortage of police officers, and that's what she's saying. So she's saying that there's like little hints here and there. I'm, I really want to bring her one day.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
She has to fucking be here one day, bro. Um, but yeah, so there's a shortage of officers, so there's not gonna be police during this event, I guess, enough to help us. So it's gonna be everyone like fending for themselves. And she says that they're dropping little hints. Another thing is like government, like politicians, I assume. She says government people not getting along and they'll have problems and we'll have a civil war. I assume that means politicians, like maybe like Republican, like Trump supporters and
Yeah, that makes sense.
everyone else, people who hate him, stuff like that. Like that thing for a while it was getting really violent, like
Yeah,
at rallies and stuff like that. So I feel like it's only gonna get worse.
yeah, I see it. Tension's growing high right now since nothing's really happening.
So she says again, there won't be any money. In parentheses, if you have money in the bank, take it out. Since there'll be no electricity, so you can't take it out, you won't be able to see your money or use it either way because it's useless, and the dollar worth has already dropped, so people will begin to barter as a form of currency,
Hmm.
which is true. The dollar is doing really shitty. It's been falling off compared to other currencies, especially. And that's why you see a lot of like push towards like crypto and digital stuff. That's another thing too. People say that pushing everyone like towards digital banking, like oh like some places don't even take cash anymore, or like oh you could pay with your phone, like
Yeah,
it's pushed on us like as a form of convenience. Okay, you don't have to carry bills, like you just pay with your phone, you don't even need your card anymore. But a lot of people, conspiracy people, and I guess Brianna too, are saying that um it's just easier to control people, like because if the internet was gone, like all our money's fucking
yeah,
gone,
that makes sense.
you know like if I don't have service I can't pay using my phone, you know
Yeah,
so if the service was just gone, my money would be gone. I have like $20 in my wallet right now. I have more than that, but for sure I think people should stock up and learn to be without electricity, such as phones, and get guns or move out of the US as soon as possible, because no one is going to help us like other countries. China has asked for all the pandas back. So that's not a good sign because they were given to the US as a form of peace and suddenly they want them all back. So I guess they're asking zoos like, hey, we need those pandas back, man.
dude, not full.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out pretty soon. And she says it'll last for a while. We won't have power. She watches a card woman, like a card reader, and she talks about this. She said, "Did you see that the government can now legally take your child away if they have that pneumonia thing that's going around?" I don't even hear about the pneumonia thing.
I've heard about that.
Yeah?
It's like people are saying it's the next COVID-19 thing, and it again originated in China.
What is it called? Do you know?
I don't know what it's called. I just know it's pneumonia and like pneumonia related, and it's kind of hard to diagnose because you don't really show any symptoms, but you still pass it around without showing symptoms, so it's kind of dangerous.
Oh shit. Well, I guess I have heard about new diseases,
Yeah.
but I didn't know like too much information. I didn't know it was like pneumonia or anything like that. Actually, now you talk about it, I have a coworker. I'm not gonna say his name. He's a cool guy though. I remember I hadn't seen him for a while, and I was like,
Hmm.
"Hey, bro, like, where you been at, man? Like, you been good?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, he said he went to New York, but when he came back hella sick, and I think he mentioned pneumonia.
Oh
And
damn.
I think as a joke, like, "Damn, you got that new COVID shit, huh?" And he was like, "Damn, I think I did actually." I'm like,
Oh
"Oh
fuck.
fuck," I was just kidding, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she says that. I don't know. I couldn't find anything after like 2 seconds of searching, but I guess the government can take your kids now. And the main point is always pay attention to animals and children. They're the most intuitive. When something bad is going to happen, animals will come out. Well, I guess it's true. Like they say, like during like national disasters, like you see animals running away like
Feel like
before
black
anything
lion.
happens. Yeah, like horses running, animals like in captivity go crazy. They start like I think in like zoos they start like kind of like
And then
pacing like in circles. And in the movie, animals is a big theme. Um, because one of the children, she's a little girl, she sees deer
mm,
in the backyard of the house,
yeah.
and she at one point Like she kept seeing him, so she goes up to him because she's already in the backyard.
Yeah.
She was in the pool, and she sees the deer just kind of there looking at her, and she kind of walks up to him, and they don't walk away. And she brought it up. She said to her brother, like, "Oh, I feel like the deer were like trying to tell me something,"
Oh damn.
which is true. Like a lot of people say that animals kind of like sense stuff like that. Even like ghosts. I've heard that dogs like kind of sense like spirits, and they'll like because sometimes you'll see them like bark and stuff that isn't there,
Oh yeah.
and some people just say that it's ghosts. So in the movie, I guess the little girl talks about God. She does talk about God. It kind of came up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
She says, so Brandon says everyone needs to go get right with God and build a relationship because that's who will help you and get you through things. Um, oh, that's true actually. So the little girl, she she was talking to her mom about like how she felt, and she brought up like some religious thing, but I'd fuck it up. But she ended up bringing up like a Bible thing, like a
Mm.
Bible story. Um, and the mom was like, "Oh, like why are you telling me this?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, like I'm done waiting." That's what the girl says. Oh, like waiting for something to happen.
Mm.
That's kind of involved. I'm fucking it up, bro. But after that, she leaves the house and she finds like a neighbor house, and they have like a crazy bunker
Oh
in
damn.
the basement. And that's what Brandon says. Like after she said this, she goes out looking for stuff and she comes across it. You know, like she was kind of led there.
Yeah, it makes
That's what
sense.
Brianna's saying. Um, Also another thing in the movie, the little girl loves the show Friends,
Mm.
and when the blackouts happened, she was about to watch the finale,
Oh
so
damn.
she couldn't watch it,
Yeah.
and the whole time she's like super upset because she can't finish Friends, and Brianna's saying that's really weird because the Matthew Perry guy just died, the actor from Friends,
Mm.
he just died. I don't know if that's a coincidence. I don't know. She said I don't know. There's some connection there, so she doesn't really know either.
Yeah.
She just thinks it's weird. Um, Yeah, it's just really. And then she says the map was Christmas card. I don't know what the fuck that means. And then she says she wants to go to Mexico, so that's not related to fucking anything. But she's on board. She thinks the
Yeah.
movie is a warning, and then she just goes on about other shit too. She starts saying she hates that people are celebrating Christmas when God's, I guess Jesus, homeland is being bombed. Talking about like conflict in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Um okay, should I just go on with this?
Might as well.
Might as well. These are Brianna's thought. Again, shout out Brianna for
If she wants to
participating.
come defend her thoughts, she can come on the show.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna watch this. She doesn't have a phone right
No,
now.
yeah.
But yeah, she says, I believe Palestinians are the closest descendants from God. So the fact that they're whipping them out is very telling signs. Is very telling sign. Shit might hit the fan. Um, Now she's warning me about COVID vaccines and 5G towers.
Damn. She got all of them. She got all the conspiracies.
But okay, this is the last. This is her leaving message
Mm.
for everyone I know. So that's you guys. She says I can literally go on about this for hours. I'll try to bring her one day, and she'll go on for hours.
Beatboxes.
Like we'll just have her sit here and talk, and
Yeah.
we'll just fucking listen. I don't know. We need to do this one day though. She says, "Do not let anyone you know get the COVID vaccine, since that white lung thing is gonna make a lockdown. They'll try to bring out boosters against it, and that's how it'll affect you when they do the radiation shit." Referencing the movie again, and the radiation reference earlier. Through the vaccine, that's why they keep pushing it to people, and made it a law that you have to get it if you want to like work and go
Mm.
to certain place like public places. Like if you want to, I remember, oh, when we went to the soccer game,
Oh yeah.
you needed your vaccine card. You know, when I was applying for my job, I didn't need it, but they asked me if I had it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she says the more people that get the vaccine, the more they'll control them through 5G towers.
Makes sense.
And this is the last message from Brianna. She says people need to learn to meditate. That's key. So we'll learn to meditate.
We'll figure it out.
And you guys need to learn to meditate too. All right. I guess that's it for
Yeah.
us.
You guys are welcome for that last bit of
Yeah, you
knowledge.
guys are welcome. Thanks Brianna
Thank
again
you.
for all those tidbits of information that was kind of all over the place because
Nugget of
I was
knowledge.
reading it live. I hadn't read this shit before. I was showing you a video and I got the notification that says messages.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I have fucking 50 messages. Um, so maybe it'll make more sense later. But be warned, guys. Be warned about that radiation and those blackouts and those vaccines. Don't say we didn't warn you. I think that's it from us, right? Do you have anything to say?
Don't take candy from strangers. Fentanyl's kind of scary.
Yep. Or are strangers really giving away their fentanyl?
I mean, some are.
I've always thought about that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
When they say like during Halloween, like, oh, be careful because like people are putting drugs in them. Fuck's giving the drugs away for free.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It seems like against the purpose.
Well, also, mass shooters, bullets are pretty expensive.
Yeah. But most of the time they end up like taking themselves out after, so I don't
Oh,
think they really
yeah.
care.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
that's a good point. I think that's it though. Thanks for watching. If you watched this one, it was a little weird. Um, and we were perfectly sober.
Yeah.
Maybe we should drink next time.
We'll see.
It flowed really nicely. But Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you guys in 2024.
See you guys next year.
See you guys next year. And that's it.